What is going on, my beautiful peoples? I'm out and about, get back to the house. It's late, go live at 5:15. So I figured, why not pop up right now? Why not take advantage of the time that I got? We're going to talk about something that happened to me today. I'm doing everything right, but nothing is happening. What is wrong? Let's play our members only, or our members only. Let's play our intro for our member, our gold member, and our silver members. Then we're going to get into this topic, and hopefully the cell service will pick up too. We'll see how it plays out. Let's play this intro. I am in a thriving metropolis, in the big town, the big city. Tell me, why does my internet connection look worse than when I'm out in Egypt where I live? I don't know. Let me know if you can hear me. Is it grainy? Is it choppy? Put a 1 in the chat if I'm clear. Put a 2 in the chat if it sounds bad. And I might have to try to pull over and do something different. What's going on, my bro, E Money? I see you in the building, fam. Thank you for coming through. You know, y'all show some love to E Money. That's his beat that we play. You know what I mean? At the beginning and the end of all of our streams, he puts some on that beat, and it's a privilege to be able to use it. So we might link to his channel in the description of all of our content. But so glad to see you here, bro. We appreciate you. Oh, it's very grainy. Well. Very grainy. Okay, so let me. Mm-hmm. All right, let me try something. better. It may take just a second for it to kick in. We'll give it just a second. Let me know if that's a little bit better. See, this is what happens when you have brilliant ideas. You have a brilliant idea, and then it falls apart on you. It falls apart. Let's see. Maybe it's because of the town that I'm in, because that's two different devices, and I don't have any. Hold on. Okay. I think it's picking up a little better. Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. Now we're clear. I see the bars. So I appreciate you, E-Money, for coming through. Thank you so much, fam. Yaya's Best Life, one of our valued members. Thank you so much for being here, sis. We appreciate you. Let's see. Thank you, Veronica, for keeping me up to date about how it's sounding. We're going to see if we can't get out of Dodge and maybe it'll pick up. I don't know what to say. What's going on, Geek Kitchen? How you doing, sis? Geek Kitchen and more. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. Wow, boy, it's horrible out here. Boy, I'm out here trying to do something. I can't even be great out here. Oh, okay. Amber said all clear. Thanks so much, Amber. I appreciate you. Another one of our valued members. Thank you. Yes, Kim, that is my wife. You are very much correct. Thank you for having my back, Kim. I appreciate you. That's funny. That is funny. So I wanted to talk about something, and I think the service is trying to pick back up. Maybe the internet's trying to catch up with me. That's what we're going to call it. So I want to talk about something, and it's something that happened to me. Oh, what's going on, Anne-Marie? Part of our mod squad. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoyed your lasagna live stream earlier today. Had a chance to catch just a little bit of that in them bushes because I was busy at work. But I wanted to talk about something that happens to me all the time. And I know that I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one. Please don't let me be the only one. Please, somebody agree with me so I won't feel left out. Let's see. So, what I want to talk about is this. The title of our live stream. When you're doing everything right, but nothing is happening. I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything that I can do the right way, but nothing is happening. Nothing is changing. I don't understand, how can this be? We'll use YouTube, for instance, and then we're going to branch off into some other aspects of life. Like, I'm posting every day. I'm active on YouTube every day. I'm in other people's live streams. I'm making YouTube shorts. I'm going live on YouTube. I'm making long form videos on YouTube. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, but my channel isn't growing. And I don't understand why. First of all, to be 100% honest, better yet, to be 1,000% honest, let's talk about the fact, and let's not ignore the fact that everyone has those feelings. The only person that might not have those feelings is Mr. Beast. But I have a feeling that he has those same feelings. Because as a content creator, you want to see your channel grow. You want to see everything improve. You want to see things get better. You want to see a measure of growth. But I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to, but it seems like nothing is happening. And I don't understand why. What else is there that I can do? It just does not make sense. Oh, what's going on? Together We Break Change Production. Thank you for being here, sis. JB, what's good with you, fam? Thank you for coming through. Yes, exactly, E-Money. It gets frustrating. And that's why I wanted to have this conversation as a reminder to everyone, including myself. Exactly, Odom. Exactly. And I want to have this conversation for several reasons. Now, I'm going off my own numbering system here, and y'all know I can't count. So I may get my numbers off, and we may have to do a little bit better. Together We Break Chains Productions. What is it that you wanted to share with the chat? I don't mind, sis. Just I don't mind. Yes, Amber. The math on that sounds about right. And I'm gonna tell you something. We don't have 50 in the chat all the time. You know what I mean? We're doing good to break 30. So the question is, what am I doing wrong? Oh, sure, Together We Break Chains. What happened? I saw that you said it was an apology, but I don't remember anything happening that you would need to apologize for. But by all means, sis, it's let's see. So y'all, I'm like driving, so I can't catch with so much of the chat. So I'm gonna kind of keep going. I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. I just gotta wait till I get into a little bit less congested area where I can pay a little bit more attention to the chat without endangering myself or the vehicle that I'm driving. Angie, baby, how you doing, sis? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. Oh, we got John H. Shelton in the building. What's good, my bro? How you doing? Okay. Just wanted to make sure Together We Break Chains, because as far as I know, we all good. I don't know of anything that could have happened where you needed to apologize, but you know, I mean, we're a fairly open community, so by all means, if it makes you feel better, whatever you needed to say, sis, by all means, get that off your chest. But I wanted to have this conversation for a couple reasons. First of all, last time I checked, none of us work at YouTube. None of us work at Google. So there's a lot in this equation that we don't know. There's a lot of things that we don't know. I'm hoping that my signal holds out, because I'm going through the deep south. So hopefully it'll hold out. Amber, thank you so much for the members emojis. We appreciate you, sis. So like what Amber was saying earlier about the calculations of roughly how many should be in the stream based on the number of subscribers that you got, we ain't at 50. Yeah, we hit 50 in the hypathon, but on a consistent basis, hitting 50, that doesn't happen for us. It don't go that way. So that being the case, the question is, what am I doing wrong? What should I be doing different? I'm not sure what you mean, Amber, about showing yours. I think that just shows the ones that I got configured, the emojis that I've got configured, if I'm remembering correctly. Dreaming. What's going on, big bro and big sis? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you, fam. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get to a little bit better civilization, because I need to grab some gas. And I think if I take the bypass on the way back to the house, then the signal won't drop out as much. That's what I'm thinking. Amber, you became a silver member? I'll have to double check when I get to the house, because if you're a silver member, I haven't checked lately, and I can make sure to add you to the B-roll. I understand what you're saying now. I didn't realize that, sis, but I will check when I get to the house, and we'll make sure. That ain't a problem at all, because I manually create all the B-roll for the gold and silver members. So we can do that. That ain't a problem at all. What's going on, my bro? Jared Talks, Mr. Content Creator Extraordinaire. Exactly, big bro and big sis at African Dreaming. And I'm using myself to paint this picture because I'm hoping that in the process of painting this picture, it's more relatable and palatable, the things that we're going to discuss. Because I want everyone to know that if you're having the feelings that we just described or portrayed in soliloquy, that there is nothing wrong with you. Just like what African Dreaming said, big bro and big sis, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. It doesn't mean that there is anything wrong with you, because what I want to highlight here is, in life, there's two categories. In life, there's two categories of things. There's the things that you can control, and there's the things that you can't control. So in life, there's two categories. The things that you can control and the things that you can't control. Breaking news. Breaking news. Just in case you are not aware, YouTube is one of those things that we can't control. Breaking news. Just in case you were unaware, YouTube is one of those things that we can't control. So, that being said, because of the fact that YouTube is one of those things that we can't control, we cannot expect to always have the answers. Dare I say, in kids' terms, we can't expect for our parents to always let us have our way, because it's one of those things that we can't control. So for that reason, when things happen, when it seems crazy, when you don't understand why everything that nobody sees seems to mean nothing, because nothing is changing, it's not because of you. It's because YouTube is one of those things that we can't control. So when it comes to the things that we can't control, we have two options. Now, let me break this thing down for you. We got two categories of things in life. The things that we can control and the things that we can't control. The things that we can control, we have control over. So let's set them to the side. That leaves us with the things that we can't control. When it comes to the things that we can't control, we have two options for the things in that category. We can accept that we can't control them, or we can break our neck trying to control something that we can't control. Let me put that back together for you. So when it comes to the things that we can't control, we have two options. We can accept that we can't control them, or we can break our neck trying to control them. Those are the only two options we got. Those are the only two options we got. Hey, my buddy Grammy's Journal, how you doing, sis? Thank you for coming through. My bro Tori's brain is in the building. Y'all, Tori brought the intelligence. Tori brought the intelligence with him. Thank you. I'm about to pull over to this gas station because I got to get some gas. Now, while I'm getting some gas, I'm going to drop the link because there's some people in the chat that I believe can elaborate and help me to convey the message that is in my mind and on my heart right now that I want to share with everybody. So give me 1 second to get this gas. I'm finna pull over. I just pulled into the gas station. Let me get to a standing, upright, and stationary position so as not to cause danger to myself or those around me. And then I'm going to drop this link, and we finna talk about this thing. Because there's some subjects that I don't feel like we can discuss enough when it comes to this platform. What's going on, my buddy Ness Vlog? How you doing, sis? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. All right, so I just pulled over. I'm actually going to try to switch back to the hotspot now that we out of town. And let me see if this gets us some better service, because we about to go into the country. Hotspot. Let's see if that gets better. I want to say thank you so much to everybody for sharing us out. We appreciate that kindness. It really does mean a lot. It helps us to grow. It is so important. By all means, if you have the ability, as my big bro Jay would say, no pressure, but you are more than welcome to share us out. Now, let me turn my hotspot off and let me jump into my YouTube real quick, and I'm gonna pin this link real fast, and then we're gonna have us a discussion while we talk about this thing, because I need everybody to understand what's happening and what's going on. And I got some people in the chat that I call heavy hitters, and I know that they can help me to convey what I'm feeling. I just know it. I just know they can. I'm looking at the names in the chat. I know that there's some people that can help me to say what I'm trying to say in a way that everybody can understand. All right, so I just dropped the link and I pinned it. So you are more than welcome to come up. Give me just a second, because I'm not ignoring you, but I got to pump this gas. But hopefully once we get back in the car, I'll tell you what, since we got a second while I'm in this here car, let me, Lord, I was going to turn on the camera so you can see me, but sheesh, boy, I'm darker than dark chocolate. Good gracious. Let me turn that camera off. Boy, I'm so dark, scared myself. Scared myself. Like, what is that? What is that? Jags, what's good with you, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much, Angie, baby, for sharing us out. We appreciate you. Kim, I was like, good googity moogity. I'm sitting here looking at King Kong, like, what is happening? Hold on. Y'all know I'm crazy. I ain't got no good sense. Listen, I need to make everybody laugh. I need to make everybody laugh. That's the whole point of why I do what I do. I want you to be motivated, but I also want you to catch this laughter. So when you leave, you feel just in a little bit better state than what you used to be. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to accomplish here. Just so you understand the method to my madness. Exactly, Jared. Like, whoa. Y'all, I'm gonna get this gas, but hey, Jay, if you in a position, come on up, talk to me. Tori, if you in a position, come on up, talk to me. We need to have a conversation about the subject of this live stream. And I need some heavy hitters to help me with this thing. I need some heavy hitters. I need some help. All right, let me get this gas. I'm going to pump this real quick, and then we're going to talk. All right, let's see. Oh, Tuber Chat. My bro Kevin, what's good with you? Thank you for coming through, fam. We appreciate you. My buddy Wellness with Frugal Mama, how you doing? Thank you for coming through. Oh, thank you so much, Tuber Chat, for sharing us out, bro. Now, I want y'all to remember, the thumbnail is relax. So how is it that all these things can be happening? We having this conversation, but the thumbnail says relax. What does that mean? How do the two go together? We finna talk about this thing. All right, so where we ended our discussion before I was rudely interrupted by my gas tank is I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to, but my numbers aren't moving like everybody else's numbers. I don't understand. I'm active. I try my best to be everywhere. I'm doing everything that I can, but it just seems like my channel isn't growing. It's been years. I don't understand what's happening. Maybe YouTube isn't the right thing for me. How do we address that? How do we handle it? Hey, my dear friend Sandra, living a full life, thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate you. So I'm just kind of trying to recap for everybody as we go. See, I knew it. Big bro. Hey,
what's
you
good,
a
man?
lifesaver, bro. You a lifesaver. How you doing, bro?
Chilling on it. What good, fam?
Man, I'm good, bro. Thank you so much for coming up.
No doubt, man. It's the thumbnail for me, bro. It's the thumbnail for me. Relax.
Yes, sir.
That's just my personal opinion. I mean, yeah, that's just me. But anybody who done this thing long enough, and I know it's a lot of people in the game who done it longer than we have, than I have, but 1 month don't look like month 6, and month 6 don't look like month 8, and month 8 don't look like that year. You know what I'm saying? It's you meet different
Yes.
people. Some people come and go. The impact you may or may not have in the community comes and goes. Like it's a whole lot. What's up, Tori? What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Joe? What's going on, Jay? How y'all
Now
doing,
look,
man?
Tori. Look, Tori coming
Chilling on
through
it.
with the intelligence.
Jay and Jay, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, Joe and Jay. J. What's up?
That
What's up?
works.
What's up, bro?
So you were saying, Jay, that there's a lot of people that have been in it longer than us, but you were saying the thumbnail for you is the secret to relax.
Yeah, cause I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna grow, and some people gonna like your content, some people ain't. Some people gonna enjoy what you saying, some people not. I mean, I, I, I don't get in grown folk business, man. But being true and being genuine to yourself and putting out something that is so much of a part of you, you can't go wrong with it. You combine that with hopefully having grown folk on your team and a mature enough and accepting audience to know that you gonna grow and evolve over time. I mean, outside of them two things, man, I mean, hell, if they want to bounce, bounce. If you're gonna stick around, stick around. We have literally helped people who got as many or more subscribers and viewers, and that's what we wanted all along. We gonna get ours, baby. We good. So a lot, and I guess that could be a third element. Where your heart at in all of this. So that's my little tidbit.
Hey man, I appreciate it. That's some wisdom right there. Tori, tell me what you got, big bro. Tell me what
Well,
you got.
I got a little noise in the background, so y'all gotta excuse me on that. But because I got a
You
full
good,
house
bro?
on today. But check this
Okay.
out. I think when you have when you feel that you have done all that you can,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's one
Mm-hmm.
gospel song that said stand. That's what it said. After you feel that all
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mhm.
stand. But when you feel like that, I think that that's a real good sign that you need to keep going. You need to keep on doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Uh because and then
Exactly.
plus evaluate how you view success and
Ooh, see
growing.
you talking, Tori. Jay started talking and you talking too.
Yeah, I mean, you have to you do have to do that. You have to evaluate that because if you're looking at the subscriber count, even now the YouTube experts they're saying that subscriber count is actually a vanity number now uh, because of the shorts. Views
Right.
are pretty
Right.
much uh, weighed a little bit more heavier than actual subscriber counts. Now.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and then plus your connections on meeting and networking and meeting new people, you know, and also building up a community that loves you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Um,
Tor, bro, can I just jump in on that? Because you said
oh
something
yeah,
right there. Joe, the one that really kind of helped me to understand something that I got, but the way he worded it in a conversation we had is like not often does this happen, but sometimes numbers can lie. And
Yes.
then he pointed out different points of view about the impact that we have in this community. And based off those two things, the examples that he gave, I had to sit back and kind of analyze myself because I wasn't worried about it. None. I mean, it is what it is. But just to know that somebody sees you in that light, sees you in that regard. And then I look at him, I look at you the same way, bro. You come with it, you know what I'm saying, between Neckbone News and then the games and stuff you doing and drop in between, and then Joe giving it to us 4-5 times a week, sometimes 6 if you can. I mean, like that. You can have a whole. I'm gonna go back to. Y'all know I'm old country boy. I'm gonna go back to an old belief of mine. I'd rather have 4 quarters over 10 dimes, cause you can have a whole bunch in your pocket, but what's the value of it? What's the value? Would you rather have 10 $100 bills, or would you rather have another digit, another amount with a whole lot? The stack look bigger, but it doesn't have the same value. That's how I measure and look at this community, because when Tori brought up shorts and all of that, man, you got folk who ain't never made a doggone video in their life. They might be 5 videos in and they hit that unicorn circumstance, and that one video end up getting 7-8 million. They bypass all the stuff we had to grind for. They bypass the watch hours. It's crazy now. It's crazy now. In my opinion, it's about having a true core audience that you support and they support you.
And
I agree.
I'm gonna tell you, Jay, the new way that you can become monetized, where if you get 10 million views within 6 months, you become monetized from YouTube Shorts. All it takes is a couple good videos, and like you said, you've missed the process. And what I want everybody to understand is that the process makes you better. Because you look at society in general today, there was a time when you had to work for everything.
Exactly.
People value what they got because they had to work for it. Nothing was given to you. But the way society is now, everybody's quick to give somebody something, and nobody appreciates everything because somebody just gave it to you.
You know, I got a theory, bro. I call that the dirty BMW theory. I call it the dirty. No, and this from my life. This is from my life, bro. I don't try to bring none of the people I ain't lived through a scene with my own eyes or experience. So my 9th grade year, I can remember, I'm from Texas, man. Folk ride slabs out there. You know what I'm saying? People will work the whole summer
Riding on them
get
slabs.
Yeah, them boys get throw some things on there, get their car painted. However they pay for it, that's their business. I don't get in grown folk business. But I done seen folks who lived on the other side of town, across the tracks, with brand new, back in them days, I'm talking about 96, 97 BMW sitting in a high school parking lot. Dirty. Trash out. You walk past and you walking up to the building and it's cups all in, just stuff all in it. And then you look at somebody who had to work for that old 81 Buick that they done had to get repainted and maybe had to get some heads put in it. You can see it shining like it's brand new, like it's showroom ready, because you had to work for it. It's the same thing with this right here, man. In my opinion. So it's a lot of new people coming in, but they will never, even with and I'm not hating on nobody because I'm happy to see everybody get it. But even when they made that change with the whole community tab, bro, I remember grinding for that 500.
Exactly, man. I was working hard for that 500.
Yeah.
And now you got people with 10 subscribers that have a community tab.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna tell you, and I don't want to ignore those in the chat, but I'm driving. It's so dark, I can't see myself, so I definitely can't look at the screen with so much. But I've seen some really good comments come through from Marie Holiday. We got some new people that have come in. I want to say thank you and a blanket welcome to everyone. Please know that I'm not ignoring you, but we appreciate you being here, and thank you for your input in the chat. It does make a difference.
Yes.
Yeah, they talk about that first 100 is hard, man. It seems like that first 500 is like, man, To me, that's more harder than the first 100. Man,
Well,
that
you
first,
wonder where they gonna come from. How?
yeah,
How?
right.
How I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
get
first
500
500.
people and don't nobody know who I am, where I'm at? Algorithm not pushing you out, but you know
Exactly.
what? Just like you, Tori, just like you, motivation, and just like our channel, it's the people. It's the people.
It's the people.
Yes.
Yep.
That's and I think on the other side of this, once some of the fanfare and some of the all the changes go away, and a whole lot of people get bored with it when you got to put more effort into it than this. Some I done had people admit. I don't know about y'all. I'm sure y'all have too. I done had people admit to me that they didn't think it was gonna be this complicated. I don't want to say
Yes.
the word hard because hard
Uh-huh.
kind of, you know what I'm saying, it has
Right.
a
Right.
negative connotation to it. But they didn't
Exactly.
think it was gonna be this difficult, and they just give up. Everybody
Yes.
who here now, everybody who even with an easy end, they not gonna be here in the end. You
Yeah.
feel me?
And I'm
Right.
gonna tell you
Right.
something. There's a content creator, and I'm not gonna name names, but back when I was at 600, trying to chase that 1K just to get closer to monetization, he was already at 1200. He got subscribers, never got the watch hours, quit, and only stuff on Instagram and other platforms. Yeah,
See,
hey,
see, there you
I'm
go.
not blaming anybody. I'm not speaking bad about anybody because everybody
No,
has a decision and the free will to do what they see fit. But what I'm telling you is this: my blood, sweat, and tears that I put into this thing. Look, how you say about them hoochies? Man, I'm riding this thing till the wheels fall off.
till the wheels
Exactly.
fall off, baby.
Exactly. I mean, that's the way to do it because a lot of times, and it goes back to like what we were saying in the beginning, for as doing all that you think you can, you know, um, that's just a clear sign that you just have to keep on going. And man, just think if you would have stopped, you know, a year ago, or
Exactly.
or or just even a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that uh you have learned, and I'm talking about myself. You know, if I would have stopped last year, it wouldn't have been no neck bone news, you know,
And,
or
and Tori, I don't mean to
or
interrupt you,
maybe it
but
would have been. Maybe it would have been ham hock headlines or something. I don't know. Maybe somebody would have came up with something, But
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't do it, somebody else gonna do it. Somebody else gonna think of it, So
right,
I
right.
mean, you just got to keep on doing what you got to do, you know. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's only one Joe. You know what I'm saying? It's only one Tory. It's only one Jay. You know, and can't nobody do it like us. Can't nobody do it. We all got our own fingerprint, and
absolutely.
we
and
all we all got our unique style of doing things. And man, a lot of times you gotta evaluate, your gift. And I'm not talking about being critical, being too critical of yourself. I'm talking about acknowledge that you are unique.
Exact. You know what,
Acknowledge
man?
that and embrace
Tori,
that.
hey, bro, everything you saying right now put me in the mind of a 10 in the chat, the educated natural. She in the chat, and she had a great video a while back about this very thing. We all have our own individual sets of skills and attributes and things that we bring, and you know, like bring you, bring you.
Right.
It ain't but one you out there, and you can't be nobody else. You can try, you can pretend, but it ain't gonna last too long. Be your authentic self, and it's almost like telling a lie. If
that's
you
it.
lying, You ain't got to worry about you. If you just go out and tell the truth, be yourself, you ain't got to worry about keeping. I didn't say give away your social security number. I ain't say your maiden name and all that. I ain't say none of that. I said be yourself. And if you
Exactly.
show up doing that every time, then everything else will fall into place. You
Now,
ain't got to worry
now,
about it.
now you know me, big bro. I gotta take it a step further because
Okay.
I,
Okay.
we gotta make a connection between the gem that you just dropped and the conversation that we're having. Because
Okay. Go ahead.
what happens is when you are yourself and you are humble, then you can bring others with you, and you don't have to be them because they are there with you, like what we're experiencing right now.
Come on, bruh. Come on. Hold
Right.
on a minute, Joe. Let me.
I only got one hand because I'm driving, but I'm snapping.
Oh, yeah. It ain't no way I can get on here and be Tory. It ain't no way I could get on here and be you. I got to be me, man.
That's
And
it.
uh I just don't see how you go wrong with it. Yeah, but Tori, Joe, you right on. Tori, you right on, cause and that man, if y'all didn't see it, the educated natural, she in the chat, boy. I'm gonna tell you, y'all get a chance to go back and I forget how long ago it was. It was a while, but boy, she touched on that, man. She touched on the deep, and it's something real pure about being yourself. And when you get straight and going back, like the thumbnail say, relax, and all this stuff you go through on this journey of content creation, um man, the more authentic you are, the easier it is to just show up every time being the same way, because you don't have to, you ain't got to you know what I'm saying, like you just coming
Yeah.
with it, man.
Now, I'm gonna drop this. I was waiting to say this, but Eco Neighbor came through, so it's only appropriate that I say it now
What?
while Eco Neighbor is here. Just Josh is here. Eco Neighbor is here. Urban
What's
is
up?
here. We got some great people in the chat.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, I'm gonna mention this because I know Eco understands, and I know that you get it too, Jay. And Tori, I know you learned because you're not doing a whole lot of gardening, but I gotta throw this out here. First of all, I gotta highlight my mistake. You know what I mean? The one and only Lead Farmer 73 challenged me to grow some. He electronically slapped me with a glove like the old school dude. So I ain't had no choice but to grow some. I got you. So in my lack of knowledge and inexperience, I buy some packs of seeds from the big box store, and I pour all the seeds in the cup, solo cup that is, throw some water on that thing, and let it go. But because this is my
Yeah.
first time gardening, after 5 or 6 days, I thought I'd done something wrong because nothing happened.
Patience.
So
Patience.
2 weeks later, I go back to the big box store and I buy some more tomato seeds and I put them in solo cups because I'm like, obviously I burned the first batch because I didn't do anything right. And then lo and behold, before the
Mm-hmm.
solo cups did anything, my original seedlings came out of the ground. So the
Yes,
connection that
sir.
I'm making with this thing, you're doing everything right now. You're doing everything that you can, and you don't understand why nothing is growing. But the reason is the thumbnail and what Big Bro Jay just said. Patience and relax. Because literally within one day, all of a sudden, that hard work comes together like a freight train. And you see growth that you didn't even imagine you could have. But
Facts.
if you
Facts.
don't relax and if you're not patient, you will never see the rewards of your hard work because you give up.
Absolutely, bro.
I agree with that.
Yeah. What's up,
Hey,
Josh? What's up, Eco?
And as a
And
result,
early,
now I have 2 million tomato plants to sell on my block.
this man poured an entire pack of seeds off in them cups. So I'm just hashtag food,
You lying,
hashtag
bro.
food everywhere.
Look, I
Yeah.
know I won't be doing that next season.
And it's all just like with this content creation, man. It's a learning process, and we uh we can only dictate what we can dictate, and we can only control what we can control. Um, and part of the like you got to share some of what you growing with nature, because you got birds. I
Hmm.
mean, I know y'all over in the States, but over here, hell, monkey might jump down and grab a cucumber or three and
Uh-huh.
run off. You know what I'm saying? Do his thing. So I said that to say, be patient with the inability to control other people, because you can't do it. And you gonna encounter endeavors, just like you said, on that one day they start sprouting up, and it's like, where they come from? Man, I done left in the morning, came home in the evening, and stuff done flowered over the
Yes,
time I was gone. So I know that flower mean fruit, that flower mean a vegetable, that flower mean that it's growth taking process. Same thing with this here. Be in the position and the mindset to know that you have a certain stake of vulnerability that you playing with, because you dealing with folk that you don't know or don't know all the way. You don't know their character, but you know how you get to know it over time.
that's it.
Over time. Relax. It's just like the thumbnail. Relax.
That's
Take
it.
your time.
Look, I had to put Eco Neighbors comment up because he hit us with that Johnny Gill. My.
That's all Tori right there. Tori got that baritone, man. You
Uh
right with Johnny.
oh. They said my mic was hot. Educating, is my mic hot? I think it was.
No,
Yeah,
you were
you're
good.
good.
I didn't hear
Oh,
nothing.
okay. Okay. Yeah, I probably heard one of them kids in the background saying, "Urgh." Yeah, but yeah, you know what, man, it's this is a good discussion because I was thinking about some a couple of days ago because I remember hearing somebody say this about how they want to be better than and they name some people. They name myself and um us, African
Hmm.
dreaming and Joe.
Hmm.
Oh wow, I missed
Oh
this. I
wow.
didn't even. Oh damn. Wow.
It went so fast. I don't know if you
Yeah,
all
yeah,
was
yeah,
in the
yeah,
chat,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they mentioned that and they was giving a whole little motivational spiel, but and they said, I want to, I want to be better. And I'm gonna give I'm gonna give some little pushback on that because
Yeah.
it's not the point of about being better, trying to be better than the next person, because really
Right.
it's all about bettering yourself.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
and you
Yes.
know what? That's how YouTube. Now I know they got these other tools,
Mm-hmm.
um, vidIQ and
Mm-hmm.
some other ones
I
that.
use TubeBuddy. By the way, if you decide to use TubeBuddy and you want the pro version, there's a link below. You can use that and help support the channel. But carry on to it.
That's right. That's
get it,
right. Because
get it in, bro.
I love
Get it
to,
in.
buddy, and make sure you all take care of my guy Joe and do that thing because Two Buddy is pretty good.
I, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
No, that's good, man. That's good. But yeah,
Plug in, boy.
but I know they got different tools that have like uh they show you your your so-called competition and
Mm-hmm.
everything like
Mm-hmm.
that. But if
Mm-hmm.
you notice in the YouTube analytics, they don't have that. They
Yes.
may have what your people, what your audience is watching and what channels your
Right.
audience
Right.
watch, but they don't have, you know, how you doing better than this person. They always have your analytics are based off of you, what
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
did
Exactly.
last week or last month or last
Mm-hmm.
year. Everything is based off of you. And I think the reality of that is so true
Mm-hmm.
is that you have to you have to better yourself, not try to be better than others, you know, because you don't know what others went through. And then when you try to compete against other people, that shows that your evaluation of things are off. You lose sight of yourself
That's
because you're
it.
too busy trying to compete against everybody else. You
Now,
lose yourself.
now, now, I'm gonna take that a step further, Tori, because I got to elaborate just a hair on that because I'm really digging what you're putting down. Um, Anytime you compare yourself to anyone other than yourself, you are making an apples to oranges conversation comparison because there is no even playing field comparing yourself to other people. I'm gonna give you a prime example. You watching this channel, you watching them grow, they taking off. You don't understand because they doing the same things you doing. You get 200, they get 2,000. You don't understand why. But then you find out 3 months later that they're on a whole other platform with more people on that platform than what you and them got on this platform put together. Well, see, now it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't compare yourself to others because everyone's circumstances will always be different because we can only live the circumstances that we have, not what others have.
Exactly. And you
Exactly.
know, to bounce off of what both y'all said, so I'm listening and I'm thinking, and y'all know something else gonna come with this, excuse me, this whole content creation thing. And like Eco just put in here, baby, I battle myself.
That's
Yes.
right.
I'm my biggest competitor. And you know, I don't know who made that statement or comment. I don't know the intent behind it. Like you said, they were being motivated. They could have meant well. So
Yeah,
this ain't for them.
I think they meant well, but
Yeah.
I
I know,
give
I
push
know,
I give
I know what you
pushback on that.
mean. I know
Yeah.
what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, and I'm gonna say this as a result of it. Look here. Uh I don't know or think that they meant it this way, but I'm gonna say this. You gotta understand that and I don't even like the H word, but if you a content creator, you gotta know that love come with hate.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
just it's par for the course. The
Exactly.
more people that support you, the percentages may not match up. The ratio is unequal. But for all the love and the support you get, you're gonna have one or two or three or seven out there
Mm-hmm.
that's just sitting back with their arms folded, mad as hell. Now they can't get out your chat because they in the bushes. They
Mm-hmm.
can't stay away. But they
Right.
sitting back mad as hell because you doing all right. I didn't even say the winning. I didn't say you winning. I didn't say you on top of the world or just flying on cloud nine. But no, just joy makes some people sick. Your
Mm-hmm.
progress, your blessings brings out disgust in others. If you're gonna be a content creator, you really gotta be ready. Just like the thumbnail say, relax. And like I think I saw 10 put off in here earlier. Trust the process.
That's
Just keep
right.
going.
That's
Just
right.
keep doing what you're gonna do. Because some
Mm-hmm.
people gonna like you and some people not gonna like you. But at the end of the day, baby, it's all about you if you competing with yourself.
And
You gonna go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
because I want to mention something in line with what you're just saying because I'm gonna tell you something. There are things that other people do on their channel that I would never do on my channel
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because my values, the things that are important to me, are different than the things that are important to them. And as a result,
Exactly.
they feel free to do things that I would never do because of my circumstance.
Exactly.
But
Right.
I'm going to tell you
Right.
something. I'd much rather not grow, and be able to wake up in the morning, look myself in the mirror, and be happy with the decisions that I made for me. Because like Eco said, I'm my biggest competitor. Now, and I'm gonna give you a prime example to highlight what Tori was saying. The hold on 1 second, yeah.
Hey, you all right over there, bro?
Yeah, I just had to get
Yeah,
my
you
wife
right?
something out the car. But
Okay.
look,
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting in the dark in the driveway. I hadn't come in the house yet. I turn around and I just see her looking in the window. Y'all almost heard me scream like a little girl.
Man, it sounds like a pack of squirrels ran up in there or something, man. I ain't know what happened.
No, I was just getting the bag out the car. But anyway,
Okay.
to go back to what Tori was saying, we're talking about comparing ourselves to ourselves. I think that there is wisdom in the rolling 365-day calendar for monetization.
Yeah.
And I think that once we become monetized, we ignore that because we don't have to chase us anymore.
Right.
But in all
Exactly.
honesty, every day I should be looking back to last year, not about where I was, but what I was doing then and how I can improve me for me, as opposed to how I can be more like Tori. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't have to be more like Tori. I don't have to be more like African Dreaming. I can
Right,
be
right.
myself. And I'm looking, okay, so back then I didn't put as much emphasis on editing because I didn't like it. But
Right.
now
Right.
I'm editing a little bit more. I didn't go live back then because I didn't like it. But now I go live every day. How have I improved me for me?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Facts. Facts.
Yeah. Man,
Oh,
that's
go
some good
ahead, Tor.
stuff.
Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, man, that's some good stuff right there, Joe, and also Jay, and also what Educated Natural was saying too. Trust the process, you know,
Yes.
and I
Yeah.
think that that right there is pretty much the foundation of just trusting the whole process of growth,
Mm-hmm.
of growth,
Mm-hmm.
of growth of self, you
Yes.
know, and not not the growth of others, because everybody has to deal with themselves. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
can't
Right.
deal with you can't know the ins and outs of somebody else, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And like you said,
Exactly.
there may not even be a even playing field. Somebody else might
Yes.
uh, have some other type of ingredient going on. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
never
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
you just never know. So
Mm-hmm.
comparing yourself to this person that has a totally different fingerprint, have a totally different personality, have a totally different everything, and you're trying to copy what they're doing, or you're trying to compete on what they're doing, you're going to lose track of yourself. And
Exactly.
that's
Mm-hmm.
why you got to trust the process, like Educated Natural was saying. Trust that
Yep.
process, and that process will carry you through. That trust will carry you through.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
just like it's a
You know.
scripture in the Bible, it says, "Be steadfast." And I think Educated Natural, she said one of the words, "Be steadfast, unmovable,"
Mm-hmm.
and it says, "Always abounding in the work of the Lord." And that's a good stance to be in, to be
Very true.
steadfast.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very
You
Yeah.
true.
know, to stand and also just keep on doing what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and and grow in that thing, and
Mm-hmm.
just trust the process.
And, and you said something really good there, Tori, that I want to elaborate on for a second, because I want to make the point crystal clear that when you're doing everything right and someone says relax, that doesn't mean stop. what that means is relax the mental
Oh,
frustration that
oh, come on.
That's
because
right.
Come on.
I'm gonna tell you something. The
Come on
definition of
now.
insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Exactly.
But
Mm-hmm.
but this
Mm-hmm.
is the thing. When you are doing what we're talking about, you're doing different things and expecting the same result. My
Exactly.
my
If
result and my destination never changes.
Right.
But
exactly.
I'm gonna ride this for a little bit, and if this don't work, then hey, you're not getting me from point A to point B. I need another whip. Let me
Right.
jump in this and see if you'll get me from point A to B. But
Exactly.
now point A to B is shorter because I did get some help from that first whip.
Come on,
Right.
Joe. Come on now. Come on
Because
now.
if you,
And
man, that's
oh
some good stuff. No, go
man,
ahead. Go
man,
ahead.
no, that's something right there. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna add in the scientific method with it a little bit because
Ooh, okay.
when you have research that's being developed and being done, some for good, some for bad. That ain't my greater point right now. They literally do the funding goes sometimes by decades because these scientists will recreate scenarios tens, sometimes millions of times and change the variation of the test a degree here or a degree there,
Yeah.
just a little bit, but they keep working in the same direction. Now they got to relax so they won't go crazy because you basically running the same experiment. You doing the same thing over and over, but
Yes.
you doing it a little different every time you doing it. You trying to improve upon it. You trying to make it better. I've flown a lot in my life, and like if somebody asks you for complete clarity just to say tell me exactly how it work and make it make sense, can't nobody tell you how a C5, a multi-ton piece of equipment, get off the ground in the first place in this enormous.
Bruh.
Come
Right.
on.
Right.
but but along the way they can explain some aspects of aerodynamics. With a helicopter you can talk about pitch, roll, and yaw, and the way that the blades move and
Yes.
the way that different components, but you can't exactly explain physically or through physics. Even you can kind of give an example, but you can't explain it. But it's moving in a direction. All of these things that we talking about are tied back to um continuation through dedication and
Mhm.
consistency in spite of.
That
That's
part.
it.
That part.
That's it.
What were
That's
you
right.
about to say, Tori? I'm gonna jump in after you. I thought you were about to say something.
Yeah, I was on, and I totally agree with what you and Jay are saying. You know, especially on the scientific tip. I had thought about um, the natural process of human beings. The whole natural process of growth. The process of growth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to. I don't even have to even talk about the womb right now, but there's even growth in that.
All
Uh,
right.
Mm-hmm.
the
Facts.
baby's in the
Facts.
womb,
Mm-hmm.
all that. And if you look at each stage of growth, um, there there's some type of you know some type of element that supports that growth.
Mm-hmm.
A baby doesn't eat, you know, uh
Neck bones.
yeah, neck bones, total solid food like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just
Right.
takes time because everything is adapted to that baby's growth.
Mm-hmm.
And 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 I think a lot of people want to grow too fast and they
Mm-hmm.
don't want to go through the whole process of growth. And then you got to look at what is growth. You know, what is growth? Because I think growth is to me, and this is just my opinion. To me, growth is it may be different from my growth may be different from yours, but
Mm-hmm.
my growth and yours is necessary. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just like this. When I first started my channel or whatever, started it under a whole different thing, whole different situation.
Yeah.
I remember just having 5 people in the chat, 3 people in the
Yeah.
chat,
Me too.
sometimes one.
Me too. Yeah.
And but you couldn't tell me nothing, especially when I got up to 5 people. To
Mm-hmm.
me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
by seeing that right there, that was growth. And that was that was my monetization party right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to see that this thing is actually growing. And then it got to the point where things started to get like stagnant. It seemed in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, hindsight is 2020. When I look back at those times that things were looking stagnant, there were some things that was going on in the background that I overlooked that was actually growing, you know?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think back to what you were saying, if we keep on doing what we're doing, we learn more, and then also we're growing and growing. Of course, you'll start doing new things and you start evolving. And uh and I'm still evolving. It's
W-
everything is still
For sure.
evolving, and I'm having fun, and I'm learning more and more about myself. Um, like the joking side of me,
Mm-hmm.
the joking side of me, I love that side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do
I
too.
love that. I love that side for
Everybody.
almost what? I've been here on Earth almost for 50 years. I'll be 50 this year, December the 22nd.
That's a blessing, bro. That's a
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
blessing.
yeah, December the 22nd this year, I'll be 50 years old. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've been a
You look good,
jokester.
boy. You look
Oh,
good.
thank you, man. Thank you. I've been a
Yeah.
It's
jokester.
that LED cowboy hat.
Yeah, it's the LEDs on there. But I've been a jokester for a long time.
Yes.
My wife, she always laugh at me, and we always joking at each other. And the kids, man, I say kids, but they grown now. But man, they they like my audience too, man. They just laugh and laugh, and
Mm-hmm.
we just have a good time. But I didn't realize that I can bring that on camera,
Yes.
because for some reason on camera it was just I didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Right.
But
Right.
Yes.
it took some time.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
It
I'm
took
gonna
some
say,
time to get comfortable. And once I let that thing, I see J3. J3, uh, just know you older than me. But anyway, but it took some time, man. And once I trusted the process and just you know, just let time have its way. There we go. Now I feel comfortable, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think,
man,
but the thing about it is, don't be too comfortable,
Yeah.
you know, because when you get too comfortable, you get stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to stretch.
Mm.
It's all
Yeah.
right, because
I
sometimes you're
gotta
gonna have to pivot. A lot of us back in that that particular year, because I don't want your channel to get democratized. But back in that year when all that stuff was going on, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people pivoted.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
You
Hey,
know,
hey.
a lot of people had to change the way that they did things. And also it affected what we call content creation, you
Uh-huh.
know, and some
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
began to learn that they that they have skills that they didn't even know that they had.
Hey, Tori,
Exactly.
listen. I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
That's right. I'm one of them too.
I've been
Yeah.
lifting weights off and on for 4 or 5 years. Was recording myself making videos like I was a YouTuber, but never made a channel. It wasn't until that time that all of a sudden I had the time, and it's like, you know what? Let me try to actually make a channel out of this. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
that 4 years ago, 10 years ago, I'd started doing what I'm doing now, where I could be. So, right. and I'm gonna tell you, we can't, because what you said earlier about not getting too comfortable. The way that I look at it is, it's okay to be comfortable, but stay hungry.
Yep. Stay hungry.
Because
Yeah.
see,
Stay hungry.
I can be comfortable on the couch, but as long as I'm hungry, I'm gonna get up at some point.
Right.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's okay to be
Hey,
comfortable, but don't lose that hunger, because the ground
don't
will
lose,
ground
bruh. You know what, Joe? Can I take it a step further?
you. By
That's
all
right.
means, by all means.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with everything Tori just said and with everything you just said, I'm looking at something that Urban Gardener Chronicles put in here, and it's one of
Yes.
the hardest things that hit for me personally tonight. She said sometimes when we grow so fast, we
Mm-hmm.
outgrow our shell and things get tight. Sometimes we need to upgrade our shell.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I would elaborate on that is it remind me of people who peak. People do it in YouTube, people do it in high school,
Mm-hmm.
people do it in college.
Come
Hell,
on
some
now.
folk do it in elementary school.
Yeah.
They peak. They peak. And just like Tori was saying, allowing yourself to grow or growing too fast, everything along them lines, man. You know, you can peak and then you don't know what to do, and then you start stealing.
Yep.
you
Mm-hmm.
start you start looking over at other folks in not only envious ways but in deceptive ways, because when I was hot, when I was the quarterback for my whatever year, and through X amount of passes, and I was the best thing in the world, and now it's 4 5 years later, I'm working at the plant and I ain't hot
Mm-hmm.
no more.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go see what these young folk doing. And then you
Mm-hmm.
start trying to act like them and talk like them and walk like them and move like them. And it don't hit the same because everybody see what you doing. See,
Mm-hmm.
some
Exactly.
about everybody on this panel right now, they being themselves. And as long as you do that, as long as you stay authentic to who you are and allow yourself to grow within you, you ain't never got to worry about I think it was Gigi. Gigi's natural. She ain't in here. I think Eco might still be in here. We're talking about keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with
Yes.
folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Baby, I ain't keeping up with folks in your physical life is exhausting. Keeping up with folks on your job is
Jay.
exhausting. Keeping
Jay.
up with family members is exhausting. You better be yourself. And like
Yeah.
the thumbnail say, relax.
Now, 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 I'm gonna tell you
Go
something,
ahead, bro.
and
Go ahead.
and I'm gonna add a little bit to what you said, and a little bit to what Tori said, because what you just said is so true, and it makes so much sense. And what Tori was saying about learning and starting to feel comfortable being himself and adding humor to the channel and that kind
Mm-hmm.
of deal, it was the same for me, because when I first started the channel, literally the only thing I thought I should do is record the few minutes in the gym and the few minutes I make a tech video, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Mm-hmm.
but I had to learn the process. The process is, like I always say, on the other end of that screen is a person.
Yeah.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I got to go through the tech mumbo jumbo algorithms and IP addresses and all of these other routers and switches, but on the other end of that screen is a person.
Right.
And no matter how much technology improves, you are
Yeah.
always better to have a person on your side than a computer chip on your side. I am
Come on
more
now.
than happy to have somebody that in Tanzania talks about me, in Texas talks about me, and knows that I do the same thing for them in North Carolina.
Come on,
Because
Joe.
Right.
Come
the
on, bro.
algorithm can't touch that. That's different.
Exactly.
It's another level.
Exactly. Exactly, bruh. That's
Man,
so
that's some
real.
good
And like
stuff,
you said a
man.
while ago, it's gonna be after the fanfare is over with, after the algorithms balance out, and after the people who thought it was gonna be easier get bored, the communities that stick together still
Yeah.
gonna be here, and they still gonna be cutting for each other, and they still gonna be working for each other. Do y'all know how? I mean, without it
Man.
being absolute 100% foolishness, do you know how hard it is to have 30, 40 people in a doggone chat? Sometimes 50, 60,
Mhm.
sometimes 70.
Right.
Man, that's so hard when you not just but see something else. The originality of all the men on this panel and the majority of the people, damn near everybody in the chat, it's always something heartfelt and organic and real about it.
Yeah.
Because can you get a whole lot of numbers from going with trending topics or this or that? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing against it. But what I'm saying is, do you have a base with that? Do you have a
Exactly.
core with that? And
Right.
growing with Hudson put something in this chat that I think is germane to the nature of this
I know you
conversation
didn't just
we're
say
having.
Jermaine. Go ahead now.
That's one
I
of the
think it's
Jacksons, ain't it? What the Jacksons here? Michael Jackson. I mean, his brother Jermaine. Where's Jermaine at?
no, I think it's relevant. I think it's relevant a little bit, man.
Oh, I thought
And
Jermaine was in the chat.
no. Hudson, man.
Oh, okay.
Hudson
I'm
in the
just.
chat.
Oh yes.
And
Yeah, I know
she
Hudson's in the chat, but you're right. I saw that comment also, man. That's some powerful
yeah,
stuff. Go ahead,
yeah,
Jay.
it is, bro. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna shut up. But
You good?
what would what if now I'm gonna ask myself, I'm gonna ask everybody on the panel, and I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat. What is self-criticism without the anticipation and or expectation of the expectation of others?
Ooh, hold on.
None of us would be a self-critic if it weren't based on the perception of how we are perceived by others. The more we can let go of how we feel about how other people feel about us, as long as we know we meeting them with respect, with
Right,
kindness, and with decency. Beyond that, being worried about how folk feel about you, man, that's another 9 to 5 that I ain't got the hours to clock in for.
right,
That's just
Okay,
right.
me.
Jay, listen. An hour and 23 minutes in. I'm making a short of that, bro, because that's a ton of gems right there. That's a ton. That's some truth in that thing. That's
That's right.
ooh.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
totally
sir.
agree with that. Yeah, man. Hey, Sammy Joe. Sammy Joe speaking to me.
Oh, we got
Well,
one of
Hey,
Sammy
our
hey,
Joe
hey,
speaking
listeners
to
hey.
in the
everybody.
building.
Yeah. She said, Tori, you best be behaving. I'm trying to. But
He
Oh,
can't. He
yeah.
can't. He do his best. He
I,
can't though.
I gotta say one thing real quick. M&T, Big Bro and Big Sis, thank you
yeah.
so much for the raid. Um, I've been running busy. I did not get a chance to check your live out this evening, but for y'all to send everybody this way, that means more than you know, fam. Thank
Yeah,
you,
that's
thank you,
beautiful.
thank
Thank you, M&T. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
beautiful. Yeah, you know what? I thought about something when I seen Urban Garden in the seen her in the chat and I see of course African Dreaming and Joe and a few others, man. I was thinking about how um this how this community is. You know what I'm saying?
you.
How
Yes.
knowing,
Mm-hmm.
man, how growing together, how we grow together, and how
Man.
we,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, and we stick
Yeah, bro.
together, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just a whole lot, man, into this that's really deep to me. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
don't mean like deep,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm just, deep thought. I'm talking about just deep rooted. It's just
Yeah.
deep rooted to me, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how I can think about like last year, you know, how, it's still people that I rock with, and it's still people rocking with me from last year, just from
Mm-hmm.
last year.
Yep. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how people come and go just like
Uh-huh.
that, you know.
Yeah.
But and I know it's gonna be a time when you have uh people come and go, this and that and the other, because it still happens. But it's
Mm-hmm.
just so
Of course.
good to see people sticking there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't even
man.
know how to articulate it the way
What,
I really want
No,
to.
you
yeah.
did
Yeah.
articulate it,
But
bro.
Now, now I'm
man,
in.
to me, that's success right there. That's
What
success, having a community.
I want to say two things real quick. First of all, I gotta say thank you to Cali King 916. Thank you so much for watching the ad, homie. We've been adding some ads into the live stream. That means a lot. I really appreciate that. But the other thing that I wanted to mention is you take an iceberg in Antarctica. You look at the top of that iceberg and it looks simple. It looks small.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's the way that our community can appear. Oh, Joe knows Jay. Oh, Jay knows Tori. Or Joe knows Tori. Or I see them here and there. But it's not until you spend time in the community that you
Exactly.
see the depth that Tori is just making reference to. Like, no, we rock for each other.
That's right.
That is different.
For real. For real. And what's up, Brian Lynn?
What's good?
Everybody coming. M&T, uh, and something else, man. It's a whole lot of patience in this community too. Like I've talked about before, like you said, that depth, Joe, that
Mm-hmm.
that iceberg, you can't see what's beneath the waves,
Right.
but um people show so much grace and patience for me. And hell, I'll throw Sammy Joe off. And Sammy Joe well over there in Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Urban way up in Canada. I got with folk in Texas. You over in the Kakalakis. Folk out on Big Rooster out on the West Coast. Like it's a whole lot of
Right.
people. But the thing about it is, man, for a long time, and in YouTube years is like dog years.
Yeah.
You know what
Say
I'm
that one
saying?
more time.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
if you done made it this growing with Hudson off in here, J3GS Farm, all the people who supporting and they
Yeah.
understand if we don't reply, like Tori I'll give a perfect example while I'm saying it. Tori, man, it's not every night we up this late. We can't
Right.
always catch every neck bone news. We can't be on every neck bone news.
Right.
Tori ain't never said, say, bruh, I'm feeling a little sideways about how you ain't coming through for me, like how I become.
You better
Man,
talk now.
you awake, man. We on the time, then we on the other side
Right.
of the planet. So just having that level of consideration, it's the maturity and the adultness that's wrapped up in it that
Right.
make some of us just gel together and like it's a level of understanding that I will never not be grateful and appreciative of, because
Exactly.
uh shout out to M&T living and
Mm-hmm.
cooking. Y'all, I don't know if y'all deal with this in the States, but over here it's been so many people. If that's why sharing each other out and supporting each other is so important, because like Joe said earlier, the algorithm's gonna do what the algorithm's gonna do.
Right.
Man, it be folks that I don't see for a week, sometimes 2 weeks, and then I see somebody share them out, and I'm like, oh yeah, let me get over there and let's.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
y'all know what I'm saying, but yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
No,
Shout out
man,
Cali King too, 916.
you
Yeah.
exactly right, man. We got to support, one another, but at the same time, be understanding that we can't be all in the same, we can't be everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And then plus,
Right.
like there's a total time difference,
Yes.
and I never
Mm-hmm.
thought about it. You know what? That goes to show you how uh much uh much love I got for you all, Jay and April, because I never thought about it like that. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you, bro.
To in my eyes, and of course, this is the reality of the fact, man. You all have done well over enough,
Yes.
and have
Thank
helped
you, bro.
me, have helped me, you know, in a big way, in so
Mm-hmm.
many ways. And I like I told you
It's all
before,
love, bro.
yeah, like I told you before on the phone, how uh you all were monumental to my monetization. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And I remember that when y'all had y'all monetization party, you all highlighted myself and also my Renaissance grandma that
Mm-hmm.
that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that particular day right there,
There was a spike.
man, that was a spike, brother, and it kept on going. And then
Uh-huh.
I
That's what's
believe,
up, man.
uh, Urban, uh, she did some things about a few weeks after that, and then some
Mm-hmm.
others. Rooster did some things, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it kept on going and going. But man, you all were very, very monumental, and stuff started just rolling and rolling after that. And I
Mm-hmm.
Thank
really
you, bro. Thank
I
you.
really do appreciate you
And,
all.
and I want to add something in because I know that this has happened in the community. I've been on both sides of this conversation. But how many times have you been talking to somebody else in the community, whether it be on the phone, via social media, in the chat, and somebody says, I did XYZ, this video, and you say, oh man, I missed it, but I got to catch it. Or, oh
Right.
man, I'm going to circle back
Exactly.
to it. But,
Exactly.
and then the other person says, no sweat. If you catch it,
Yeah.
you catch it. If you don't, you
Yeah.
don't. I've been on
Exactly.
Yeah.
both sides of that. And that's that adultness, that's that growth, that's that
Mm-hmm.
grace that we've been mentioning the whole time. Because listen, all of us are out here working. You can't work for yourself and be everywhere for everyone else.
Exactly.
It's
Right.
humanly impossible.
Right. That's
Impossible.
real, bro.
And
That's
and for
real.
you to expect that of another human is incredibly unfair of you toward them. You can't expect that. I don't care whether you're a content creator or not.
Yeah, that's
I
real,
don't,
bro.
I don't expect everybody to catch everything. Half the time, I can't even catch it, and I'm the one doing it.
Right.
It's rough out there, man.
No, you can't catch them. Oh man, you catch them all, man. That'll drive you crazy.
It's
But
so much.
it's impossible. It's impossible.
It's impossible, man. And the more
Yeah.
you grow in the community, uh, because man, we got folks we hit. Sometimes it be a week. Sometimes it be 2 weeks after the fact. You know what I'm saying? And we catch up on old content, whatever. But we try to get over there and let you know at least we watched it, at least we cared. But uh, everybody, hopefully, everybody get their turn. And the
Uh-huh.
more you grow, the harder it gets,
Yeah, the harder it
especially when
gets.
you genuinely want to support X amount of people. Man, it's rough out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. First of all, I gotta say hey to Amber. I refuse to put your comment on the screen, Amber, but I appreciate you being here because Amber is out here starting trouble, and I refuse to acknowledge the comparisons that you have made in the live stream chat because it's too funny and I don't have enough time to deal with it. But thank you for being here. If you want to know what happened, you have got to catch MNT's live stream. This was probably a month ago now. It's absolutely hilarious. I'm gonna leave it up to you to go catch it, but I don't have time to address what Amber is saying. And Crafty, stop putting emojis in the chat. Anyway,
What's up, Crafty Leo?
You talking about Amber Ellie
yeah,
LA?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Amber Ellie.
Yeah,
There's this whole thing going around about me being Catman. You got to go to the live stream to catch it. I refuse to talk about it, Andrew. I refuse to. You will not embarrass me on my own live stream. But anyway, I wanted to draw attention to what Crafty said in the comment that I've got up on the screen. I just said today, I don't even play my own lives and videos. It's hard out here. The truth in that comment right there.
Oh, that's real.
We don't have time to watch our own content.
Yeah.
How can we expect others to make their content and always be there for us? It's not possible.
Yeah.
It's not possible. Now, I got 4 minutes left because I gotta stop at 10:15. Little man wants to eat the snacks the M&T Living and Cooking gave us. So we're probably going to go live on Little Man's channel in just a little bit because I got to make sure he gets his time too. So I'm going to share that out if that happens in the next like 10 minutes. But with the 4 minutes that's left, we'll start with you, Jay. Is there anything you want to tell us about your channel? Anything that you want to say that you want the people to know?
Very quickly, I just want to say I appreciate everybody who is in the live in the chat right now. Thank you everybody who've been supporting African Dreaming. Thank you everybody who've been supporting Tori's Brain and everybody who support Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. And right now, as far as content creation goes, one of our biggest endeavors is putting a lot of effort into our podcast. It is Some Things and Some Stuff podcast with African Dreaming over on Spotify. If you want to check it out, we would appreciate it. 3 to 5 minutes worth of listen time. Check out a whole episode. I think once you start listening, you will dig it. You can catch us. You can catch me primarily over here with Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek, and you can also catch an occasional cameo over on Neckbone News from time to time.
Most definitely.
So that's pretty much it, man. Thank you everybody for all the love, for all the support. Thank you, Motivation, for being the conduit to other veins of the community that we may not know, may not be exposed to, but you over here doing your thing and you sharing the wealth. We appreciate that. So
likewise,
on behalf of myself and April, I just want to say thank you, bro. And that's it, man.
Hey, man, thank you, big bro. And likewise, because we all doing this thing together.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Tori, what you got to say? What you want to tell the people? Any giblets or hints about something?
I'm gonna make it short and sweet. You know, I really appreciate you inviting me on your panel, man. Joe, much love, man.
Hey,
and
man, we got you, big bro.
And I feel very important because African Dreaming, like Jay, and thank God for you too, Jay. Jay mentioned like Jay mentioned before, Jermaine Jackson is in the panel. Jermaine Jackson is in the chat. Jermaine Jackson is here. So I'm really trying to figure out how he get his hair like that. You know, how Jermaine Jackson, how he get his hair so wavy. You know, he said Jermaine Jackson is in the chat.
He got one of them loofah curls. He got one of them loofah curls.
Oh yeah, look, okay. All right. But loofah. But I want everybody to catch Neckbone News on Monday. We doing some things, man. We doing some things, you know, for the community. Highlighting a lot of these channels and highlighting some funny people, man. I got some funny people on this panel right here. You know, African Dreaming,
Right.
Quiet Storm, Joe. You know what I'm saying? And it's some funny people in the chat.
Honey Slanger. Honey
Yeah, Honey
Slanger.
Slanger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, educated, natural. Come on now, talk to me. Tell
Yeah.
me something. Oh, everybody, man. So and there's some more people I gotta get on the show, man. And because we doing a thing, and we want to just have fun and
Yeah.
just enjoy ourselves in that. And I'm gonna have some more comedy stuff coming on my channel. And thank you, Joe, again, man, for being a solid dude, man. Thank you.
Hey man, likewise. I what I did real quick, I just pinned the link to the live stream that me and Little Man are gonna do, eating the snacks that M&T Living and Cooking gave us. So it's gonna be in 15 minutes. I wanted to throw that link out just in case you want to save it. Go ahead, open it
Okay.
up, and then you can come and hang out with us, because as much as I enjoy what we do over here, the thing that I want to see most is Little Man hit that first 100 subscribers and then hit that 500. So
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
I'm trying to push
No
his
doubt.
channel. I want to see him grow. So I got to do everything I can to make sure that happens, because he depends on me.
Most definitely.
That's what's up, man.
I want to say thank you to everybody that came and hung out with us. We truly appreciate you, because I'm going to tell you, in these live streams, the chat is just as important, if not more important, than the panel, because so many. Exactly, big bro. The things that are said in the chat, we may catch on the replay, but you all have the ability to encourage each other during the panel discussion. And we appreciate that.
Right.
No
I,
doubt. No doubt.
No
I want
doubt, man.
everybody to remember that you are awesome, you are unique, there is nobody like you. And the only thing that separates you from your goals is space. And any space can be overcome with hard work.
Right.
That's just
Yeah.
it. That's just it. So, of course, a special thanks to Jay, Big Bro at African Dreaming. A special thanks to Big Bro Tory, Cowboy Tory to be specific, Tory's brain. Y'all, thank you for making this a panel discussion.
Thank
The
you, bro.
things that y'all
Hey, my
meant.
pleasure. Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah.
Tori, check your phone, bro. All
Yes,
right, Joe. Thank you
yes,
for
Okay.
sir.
having me, man.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Most
This
definitely.
has been real. Y'all take care. We'll see you on Little Man's channel in about 15 minutes. And we'll definitely catch you on the next
Okay. Most
We'll
definitely.
holler.
one. All right. Y'all be
All right.
safe.
Okay.
Take care, everyone.